on.
All right, guys, I got cut off in the previous video tutorial. So we're back on page number 28 and we had completed step number 6. So step number 6, we pasted 2 slides next to slide number 9. Okay, so step number 7, click slide 2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click slide 2 to select it. Step number 8, on the Home tab, click the New Slide drop-down arrow. On the Home tab, click the New Slide drop-down arrow. Okay. Step number 9, click Duplicate Selected Slides. Click Duplicate Selected Slides. Okay. What happened? It created a copy, a duplicate of slide number 2. All right, so that's another way of creating a duplicate of a slide. A copy of slide 2 is pasted just after the original slide 2. Now it says, go ahead and save the new product preview solution and close the file. So we just have to save it. We don't have to change the name. So we're just going to go ahead and click on the little save icon here. Okay, and it says close the file. So let's go ahead and close the file. Okay, we didn't need this. We'll go ahead and close everything. All right, next, page 29. Step by step, rearrange the slides in a presentation. Open the management values presentation from the data files for this lesson. So we're going to go into the student data files. We're in lesson 2, and we are to open the management values presentation. Here it is, management values presentation. All right. Okay, save the presentation as management value solution. Now you may ask, why does it keep asking us to save it as something else all the time? Well, that's because when you start doing work on a slide, when you start adding content to it or changing things, it always wants you to keep the original in case you mess up and you have to go back. And trust me, that happens more often than you think it does. So it's always a good idea to save the file with a new name when they tell you to. Okay, so what do they want us to save it as? Save the presentation as management values solution. Okay, so we're going to call it management values solution. Management values solution. Okay, all right, save. All right, step number 3, click the view tab. Click the view tab. All right, and then click the slide sorter button. Click the slide sorter button. Okay, to change the slide sorter view. Step number 4, adjust the zoom control in the status bar as necessary so that all the slides fit on one screen. Do all my slides fit on one screen? Yep, they do. Just in case they don't, here is the zoom slider on your status bar, okay? So you can move it, make it bigger or smaller. All right. Step number 5, click slide 5. Click slide 5. All right, and drag it to the left of slide 4. So click and drag. What happened? Well, the order changed. All right, so we just rearranged. This is a very quick and easy way of changing your slide order. All right, page number 30. Step 6, switch to outline view. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to outline view here. Okay, and in the outline pane, click the slide icon to the left of the slide 7's title. 7's title. And what do we have to do here? Click the slide icon to the left of the slide icon. Oh, so when we click the slide icon, everything gets selected. All right. Step number 7, drag slide 7's icon downwards. When a horizontal line appears between slides 8 and 9, release the mouse button. So click and drag between 8 and 9. Oh, wow. So we basically moved slide 7 and moved it between slides 8 and 9, and now it has become slide 8. Okay, so in the slides pane, okay, now we want to switch over to the normal view and select slide 8. Okay, step number 9, in the slides pane, drag slide 8 downwards and put it between 9 and 10. There you go. So there's so many different ways of actually moving slides. All right, personally, I prefer to do it in the slide sorter view. I am not very fond of the outline view. The normal view is pretty good too, but sometimes when you have more than 10 slides, you can't see all of them at the same time. So it becomes a little bit hard to move things up and down. So if you have a ton of slides, always use the slide sorter option to rearrange slides, okay? And then finally, we have to save the presentation, and we are done with page 30. All right, so now we move on to page 31, where we have to delete a slide. We're still supposed to use the same presentation. Switch to slide sorter view. Step number 2, select slide 10 and press the delete key. Where's the delete key? It says press the delete key. So press the delete key on your keyboard, and there, it's gone. All right, so go ahead and save, and we're done with that step by step. We're still on page 31, and now we are going to start a presentation from a word outline. Okay, this is a really key step, very, very important. So it's a little slightly complicated, but not really if you pay attention. Okay, start a presentation from a word outline. Okay, get ready, launch PowerPoint if it's not already open. Okay, and open a blank presentation. So we don't need this anymore. I'm going to close it. Go ahead and open PowerPoint. Oh, where it is. There we go. Remember, we were on page 31, and we're on the step-by-step called Start a Presentation from a Word Outline. Okay. Step number 1, in PowerPoint, click the File tab. Click the File tab, and this is your backstage. All right. My backstage probably looks more busy than your backstage because I open a lot of stuff. Okay. Step number 2, click Open. All right. And then browse. Okay. Browse and navigate to the folder that contains the data files for this lesson. So obviously you will go to your CE 101 folder. I'm going to my desktop, downloads, and PowerPoint student data files. And we're going to lesson 2. Okay, now it says, click the All PowerPoint Presentations button to open the file type drop-down list. Okay, there we go. And step number, 5 on page 32. In the file type list, click All Outlines. All Outlines. Okay, and now you've suddenly see here all the orange icons are gone, and we now have Word documents over here. And the reason is because we changed what we want to see. We don't want to see all PowerPoint presentations. We want to see all outlines. Now, please don't get confused between the outline view and outlines. An outline is an outline created in a Word document. An outline view is a different way of viewing your slides. Okay, so please don't confuse view with a Word outline. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? In the file type list, click All Outlines. Okay, we did that. Step number 6, click Computer Use Policy Document. Computer Use Policy Document, and open it. All right. Now that we have opened it, what it did is it converted a Word outline into 5 slides. Okay, so that's one way of creating a PowerPoint presentation, by using an outline that was created in another program. So in this case, we basically created it from a Word outline. Another way of doing it is actually